seriously, nobody
We're your
can,
friends.
nobody can figure out a call time? Really? You know what? I say we punish them. You start reading this list, dude. I just want to fucking hear it. Do the top 25, Alex. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, informally, as always. This is the thearkofe podcast. Hello. Welcome. My name is Noah. My brother Gavin will be here hopefully at some point. For now.
I mean, I can
Got
forgive
some-
him because I went through the same thing on varying Zoom calls with my brother when I still do, because bedtime is difficult with small children.
Bedtime is difficult. Agree. Like we acknowledge this. But those other voices you've already been hearing, of course, Mr. Patrick J. Blanchard back once again, one half of the brothers Blanchard, and Mr. Sunshine Mayfield is with us as well. Eventually, we are expecting, in fact, Baron Williams and Brendan Riley. Unfortunately, Mr. Evan Tuig is in a plane and will not be able to join us this evening. I don't know where he's flying to, but we wish him safe travels. But yeah. Oh, speak of the devil. Baron Williams is here. We can officially
Start
kick
voting?
off. I guess we can vote. Fuck
Who you calling the devil? Who you calling the devil?
it. That would be you, my friend. Welcome to the pod, Baron Williams. Baron, we've been
I am the
recording
fucking devil,
for a bit. Oh yeah, I
and I'm
forgot.
here to do the devil's work.
I
What's up?
forgot he does have a full chest piece of
No,
Beelzebub.
chest piece. Don't diminish
But
it. It is
torso
my collarbone to
is-
groin.
Yes. Okay.
That shit
his
is in
enti-
my pubes.
Okay. Baron, this is a family podcast.
The
Family
My
podcast.
tattoo goes down to my upper pelvic region.
Okay.
Don't diminish the pain I suffered to get that. Okay.
All right.
I am avoiding the tummy. I just went with the chest.
Oh, the tummy is terrible. You're right to avoid it. It was some of the worst things I've ever felt in my life.
All right.
Also, having an idol of mine shave below the tummy was a little awkward. I thought I'd shaved everything necessary. I didn't.
Apparently not. Okay. What an entrance. All right. Let's do this, man. We got to finish this bracket so that Mayfield can tell us the list. So you know what? It's a 4-man vote. If Gavin gets here in time, God bless him. Brendan said he would be on at like 9:30. I know he's running behind. He did call me. He sends his apologies. But we got to move it along, man. We got to do something. We got to
Can't just hang out forever.
All right. Yep. Ain't that the truth? All right.
Wait, who's the fourth person on here right now? We got okay, Patrick. Hey,
Yeah,
there you go.
Patrick's here as well. Yeah, make sure you got your grid view so you can see everybody.
Oh, I got my grid view. My phone's just being slow.
Alrighty. So just to let everybody know, Barum, I never got your vote in text. Kill Bill Volume 2 or Southland Tales?
Oh, Southland every time.
Just
I
making
love Kill
sure.
Bill. I think it is amazing, but I do, and this might be like half of a hot take. I think it is slightly overrated. As definitive as it is for like that genre, I think it gets a little more hype than it deserves just based on how important it is to the genre it's in. Whereas Southland is completely unique. I have never seen anything that makes me be like, oh, this is like just like Southland. Or before or after it,
Absolutely.
And Kill Bill is derivative of past media. It is exemplifying crazy kung fu action movies, but it has nowhere near the unique quality that Southland does.
Agreed 100%. So it will be moving forward to the Elite Eight to join the company of movies such as Ocean's 11, Almost Famous, Brokeback Mountain, Mad Max Fury Road, High Fidelity, The Dark Knight, and Children of Men.
Okay, The Dark Knight I'm still mad about. I don't.
Well, we're not here to debate that right this second.
This is America. I can have grievances.
You know what? We might as well. Speak your mind, Barum. The first matchup, we're going to go ahead and do this.
Okay, yes.
Children of Men versus The Dark Knight.
I've never seen Children of Men.
Are we
But
messaging
The
you?
Dark Knight is a pivotal thing in live action comic book movies being something that can be taken seriously and not just in a campy sense. However, it is still nowhere as serious as The Dark Knight Returns or even Batman Year One.
And yes, please do message me the same movie I've been doing.
Sorry, I messed up your format.
How do you
But
feel
Oh,
about
you're good.
Batman and Robin, Barum?
Well, Baron, we knew how you were going to vote on this,
okay,
but you
Batman and
can't.
Robin campy stuff is a different category. The whole thing is that The Dark Knight, the whole Chris Nolan trilogy is a pivotal part of that transition from purely campy, if it's done in live action, into things that could be taken serious. And arguably the only DC stuff that really played any part in that when the MCU was like getting its whole start. But it still has a main character who talks like this, and I can't take him seriously because he's just doing a bad impression of a dog growling at you every time he speaks. And in the first movie, he
Okay.
can't even turn his head
Okay.
from left
Okay.
to right without his
Okay, Baron.
shoulders.
Okay, Baron. We
I,
we have it has been duly noted across multiple podcasts that you do not care for The Dark Knight.
no, I love
Um,
the movie. I'm just saying it's getting way too much credit. I enjoy it. I thoroughly do.
it's an issue with the genre. We get it. We get it.
I do
Has ever
love I do love and miss the old like Pete Holmes Funny or Die Batman sketches with like
Oh, they're great. And honestly, if you exchanged a scene of that with like a more casual scene in the movie, like there's a chance I wouldn't notice. Like if I was distracted.
Pete Holmes is
Burn
thrilled.
hockey pads?
I don't know. That's stuck with me like for at this point. What is that? 17 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're old.
Oh man, yeah, 2008. Uh,
All right, there's only four of us. Where
I
did we
did.
land, Noah?
Well, I did. Well,
We're waiting.
I mean, no, I get. We're calling it with just us. Children of Men advances because Barham is definitely not voting for Dark Knight, and everybody gets a vote. And uh, Children of Men was your pick, Mayfield, as well as mine. I did text Brendan to see if he could at least answer me since he's not on mic. I got to assume. I mean, Gav nominated Children of Men. Who put forward The Dark Knight? I believe it was Brendan.
I think so.
So I'm going to assume that Gavin was probably going to go with Children of Men.
That's 4-2, baby.
So we're going to say Children of Men advances.
Yeah. Again, it's not animus towards the Dark Knight. I think
I
that
mean,
against other movies that have done unique things, it can't beat something that has done something unique and new.
absolutely.
Or
Uh,
done something to a certain level of perfection
I,
or a certain level of achievement. It just can't.
okay. I don't disagree with you. That's why I voted for Children of Men because I think it's a better film. Okay. Next up, Brokeback Mountain versus Mad Max Fury Road.
Do we all need to vote on every one of these?
Everyone is allowed to vote, yes, for the purposes of this. We said basically Elite Eight forward, whether you've seen the movie or not, you are able to cast a vote because we were like, we can't just force through Southland Tales because other
Yeah.
people were having to abstain, for instance, and like stuff like that. So it's like now that we've gotten to the eight, it's like, hey, there's some stuff that got through, made it pretty far, but everybody can vote now. Yes. So Brokeback versus Fury Road.
Oh, I just asked because I still have not gotten around to Brokeback, but that one that's a hard one for me to even decide. All right.
Well,
I have to
alrighty,
be an adult. I have
We,
to.
we got Mayfield accounted for. Patrick still deciding. And Barham.
All right.
And I know in this particular case, Brendan has still not watched Brokeback Mountain. So he probably by default would be voting for Fury Road. I did text Gavin. The last two rounds have not heard anything.
And this is favorite. It's not like
Yes.
its relevance
Yes.
for it being the best.
Yes.
As we are
Yes.
now.
18 hours later. Yes. This is all about favorites, man. This is
I have
not
to
about the
remind, dude. No,
best.
every
This is not about
conversation
the
I have with
best.
you about a film or anything, I have to like check with the
This is
perspective I'm coming from.
yeah, but yes,
I
again,
appreciate
the
that,
whole time this has always been
but
vote with your heart, your favorite, not what you think is the best. And handily, Fury Road will be advancing to the next round. Um, an undisputed masterpiece taking out another undisputed masterpiece, to be quite honest. Uh,
yeah. And honestly,
it's the Elite Eight, man. I'm not mad about any of these. These are
I
all
think it
great
gets too
films.
little credit for like the lack of dialogue and explanation and exposition. I think it.
Again, earlier we were talking about this in reference to Nope. It could not be even more, way more the truth in the case of Fury Road. Pure cinema, pure visual
Yeah.
storytelling,
Yeah.
like just that, and kind of unmatched. So moving along. Oh, oh man, Ocean's 11 versus Almost Famous.
Mm.
This is, I mean,
This one,
tear
yeah.
my chest in two, why don't you? You
No,
know,
you're gonna betray one thing or another, but you have to go with your. You have to go with your feel.
I know. I mean, both
Trust the feel.
both nominated by me, I must say. Um,
No, I nominated Oceans.
oh, you put up Oceans before I
I
did?
put up Oceans.
Oh,
That
hell
was
yeah.
the first thing I thought of on this list when you asked me to make it.
Hell yeah, Alex. Hell yeah. It's gonna be Almost Famous moving forward with votes from
Oh,
myself, Alex, and Patrick.
I'm not mad.
I mean, how could you be mad?
No, I mean, I'll confess I voted the other way, but it was purely down to what I watch the most when I just want to put something on and I don't know what to watch versus one was a very pivotal thing in a certain point of my life, like a very important to me in a certain point versus across the entire span of my existence since the age of like 11 or 12.
Yeah. Final round of the Elite Eight. High Fidelity versus Southland Tales. I will say this is another case where I'm like, well, I know how Gavin would vote. Like, I know for a fact, as he told the group chat in text earlier. Um, um, yeah. So again, are we including Gavin is here? Gavin is here. He can
Gavin is
speak for
here
himself. He came in
in the house.
Right in
right
the
in the
nick
nick
of
of
time.
time.
We got Gavin.
In at the clutch.
Gav,
Yes.
High Fidelity voices Southland Tales.
Southland Tales.
It's gonna be Southland Tales, boys. I'm sorry.
What are we doing?
Well, the tiebreaker would be Brendan,
Okay,
who has
what
not
we're
seen
doing,
Southland Tales.
what we're doing is making hard decisions. And
Mayfield and Patrick, you gentlemen have not seen the film.
it doesn't make
Glo-
me feel any better to vote down High Fidelity. I love it. But again, it's originality. And if you ask me to watch one of the two right now, it's a clear fucking answer.
Yeah, I mean, speaking from the fact that it's not an adapted work from a novel, and it's from all I can tell is it's an original idea from the guy who did Donnie Darko. I'd have to give the edge to Southland Tales on originality alone.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then
Okay.
I feel like that's
Okay,
become a
guys,
big factor. The
just let
originality
it
has become a
happen.
huge thing.
The sooner we finish this bracket, the sooner we can get to Mayfield's list. Okay? That's what we're all here for. That's the good part.
Definitive
Are you
list.
fiending, Noah?
That's
Noah,
the
are you
good part.
desperate?
I want to know what it is because it's all been hidden from me behind the scenes.
ooh,
I've only seen like one list from another
You just
person.
don't like being the one who isn't pulling the strings, huh?
No, I enjoy it. It takes all the burden off of me hosting. I'm like, let me get to the part where I can just hand it over to Mayfield, please.
You
Okay.
like it too much, you're a fiend.
The final four. Our first matchup over here on the left side of the bracket. Shocking anyone who was not paying attention for the last 5 minutes. Almost Famous versus Fury Road. What's it gonna be?
Oh shit.
What's it gonna be,
Oh.
gentlemen?
I think I'll pull my chat up.
Barum, I also just want to say thank you so much for the appropriate level of filler banter where you're not ruining the movie, you are speaking out loud. Because one thing I noticed in the editing last time is every time I would be trying to count votes, everybody went dead silent, and I'm like, there are 6 people on here. Somebody fucking speak.
Well, there's
So I
I have
cut out a lot of
feelings,
that stuff.
but especially as we're getting to this part, like I
But I'm
have
saying,
feelings, but they go in both ways.
even just filling it with like, oh, this is a tough one. Like that
Yeah.
works. That's all I need. Thank you. Speak up, guys, please. I'm
You don't
trying to
use it.
count.
You don't use that Pro Tools thing that just kind of like eclipses like dead
I
silence.
edit manually. That's how
Okay,
much care I put into this. I go through, and when I see the little gaps, I'm like, hey, is that too long, or is it just long enough? Is that a good
Okay.
pause? Is that a bad pause? Am I
Oh,
chopping it? Am I not?
Well,
okay.
I'll also say, like, I'm not just here for like the sorting out what I don't know, 7 white dudes feel are the best movies. Like that is really the less consequential part of this to me. It's also this is when I get to like see old friends. This is like when I get to talk to people that aren't like 18, 19, 20 years old. You know, this is when I get to interact with real adults. So I'm thrilled to be
Okay,
able to do
we
this.
have. It's gonna be Almost Famous advancing, guys.
Wah, wah.
I'm glad. I voted the other way, but I'm glad. It was a real.
It's favorite. It's not better.
Yeah, no, it was I had to think like what would I rather put on right now if was just gonna like fall asleep like watching something.
It came down.
That's the
I had to
answer.
make sure there was a Jason
It's
Lee in
neck
there.
and neck.
Children of Men up against Southland Tales. Is this just gonna be the same conversation again?
I mean, clearly, at this point, this is what people feel like in the American public when people don't show up to vote. I gotta go up against the 3 people who've seen this movie in the world.
But you know what?
You keep pushing
Maybe
it
that's when
through.
it's time to put a little more thought into like why,
You know what?
just to justify it.
I now love this bracket. It's Almost Famous versus Southland Tales for the for the finale. Look at us, guys. Look
Okay,
at
but
us.
who won that last vote?
Southland Tales.
Southland. Okay, sorry.
Barham.
We're in the
Sorry, dude, I
finals.
didn't.
We're in the finals, brother. It's Almost Famous versus Southland Tales for the final round. Let's finish this bracket. Brendan and Evan are gonna be so pissed.
You
They're
know
gonna be
what?
furious. They're gonna be
I'll tell you,
so
this has
fucking
been
mad.
this is definitely a unique outcome, and based off of Gavin's logic, we just put together the greatest podcast of the last 25 years. So,
I mean,
if
was gonna say-
uniqueness is the only factor that we're going by,
Here,
it
Here-
matters.
here's where
you
it-
get bored.
here's where it tips. And here's where you guys finally break us, guys. It's Almost Famous for the win. Almost Famous, the Archives' favorite movie of the last 25 years. Kind of shocking no one. This was my personal favorite movie of
But
all
wait,
time.
Southie was 2?
Number 2.
Holy fucking shit, dude!
You know what?
I'm amazed
The
that
Miami
made
Vice
it.
Corps broke down. Me,
Well, yeah,
Gab, and
obviously.
Brendan, like that triumvirate broke. But
They had nothing to stand on.
we stuck with Southland Tales so long. And you know what our biggest strength was? Nobody else bothered to fucking watch it, boys. You know what? We won out of obscurity. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, but you know what?
Mission
Like that is
accomplished.
again, it may be obscure and weird, but to the people that see it and connect to it,
You will
it becomes
never
a thing you will
fucking
just
forget
throw
it.
on
Yes,
again and again and again
it's
and
the
again.
movie you will obsessively tell all of your friends you got to watch it annoyingly for 15 years until they finally do it.
Oh, decades. I'm pretty sure I've almost ended relationships over that. Like just
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was fun. And now, time for the messy rank choice results, where we
Wait.
also by all
Before you
means,
give the ranked, can we hear like the top 5 of how that ended out? Just so I have that in my head before we hear
absolutely.
the ranked.
So the top 5 bracket wise, and this is me editorializing a little bit just because of the way brackets work. At the very tippity top of the list, Almost Famous in the number 1 slot. In the number 2 slot, Southland Tales. In the number 3 slot, Mad Max Fury Road. In the number 4 slot, Children of Men. And then, you could do a coin flip for where you want to go after that. It would either be for the 5 slot, essentially the tie is Ocean's 11, Brokeback Mountain, The Dark Knight, and High Fidelity. I personally would say Mad Max Fury Road rounds out the top 5 quite nicely.
Wait, so that was I thought Fury Road was 3.
I'd already
And
say,
then-
excuse me, where am I at? Brokeback, I said. Wait.
No, you didn't say. You did 3 was
It could
It
be
would
three
be,
of the
it
next
would
ones,
be Brokeback, Oceans,
or the Dark Knight is what you said.
or The Dark Knight, or
Oh,
High
well then yeah,
Fidelity.
my head canon it's Oceans all the way, but
Sure, yeah, whatever you want to make your personal top 5. But that's the whole point. We all did our
Yeah.
individual top 25 list, and now they have been tabulated by the one and only Sunshine Mayfield. And he will now be taking over to deliver us the rank choice vote for the Archive Network's favorite 25 movies of the last 25 years. And again, this list, importantly, incorporates Mr. Patrick J. Blanchard's opinions as well.
and you
So
might call
that
this the
break it
truest
down.
form of democratic voting, honestly, I think.
You may.
And you may have
and
complicated feelings about that by the end of this list, I
I
imagine.
probably will, but I will still stand by it. And I say I think it's probably a more true and honest representation than a bracket could ever give you.
fun fact, because I
A
will
bracket
spoil
couldn't even give
this.
us a top 5. Sorry, Mayfield, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, fun fact. Children of Men didn't even break the top 100 movies based off of just the ranked choice list because Gavin's the only person to put it on their list, and he put it at like 23. And so the fact that it soared in a bracket format, I think
kinda
shows that there's definitely
fascinating.
going to be a little bit of a difference because
Well, I think
enough
that-
people liked it more than what was being presented as it was going along, but no one had it on their list.
Yeah,
You
it
know, we
shows
can
you
all
the
learn a
beauty.
lot about the world from this, but
It shows you
I
the
do want to hear
beauty
them
of it, though,
them
'cause
tops. So
it shows you the beauty of the nomination process, though, because stuff that you may have been reluctant to, like, I don't know, is that on my personal favorites list? Kind of like when you start talking about it with everybody, it's like, maybe, and things work out a
Or
little
it could
differently.
Maybe it is.
it could showcase the problems with like democratic governments even in that like you have such different results when you do a ranked choice broad view versus a bracketing system. It's very, very different.
It's wise words, Baron. And with that, we're going to jump right into the list. First, number 25. All right. And it's important to know that people gave me the list. We ranked them. They're a little bit weighted. So if they're on multiple people's lists, they get a little bit of bonus points, but not, ridiculous, but it gets a little bit of a push. For example, if something that is rated, number 1 on someone's list gets 58 points in the calculation. And there's a potential of 15 bonus points if it was on multiple lists.
I just want to thank you for putting so much thought into this. This is a lot of math, and I appreciate what you've done.
Nothing if but thorough. Shout out to Google Sheets. Sponsor us. All right.
Just in
And
time, Brendan. We're kicking off the top 25 there, bud.
not only is it a perfect time, Brendan alone will be very happy with the number 25 ranking because the only reason it's on here is because he put it as his number 2. A sequel that no one thought would work until it did. This film reminded audiences of the awe of large spectacle, even in an era where CGI fatigue had set in. And it was a true return to theater experience post-pandemic. The number 25 movie is Avatar: The Way of Water.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
I am so upset that made it on.
I seriously thought you were about to say A Quiet Place Part 2. I was so worried.
Number 24.
We still got time for Quiet Place 2 to make it. Or at least one.
it could be
also,
number
I love
one,
that
Noah.
he
You
was-
don't know.
But
Number
he was very
24.
impassioned about it. Brendan had feelings about that movie, and that should count.
Keep it
His feelings do
rolling. Go
count,
ahead,
which
go
is the
ahead.
only reason Avatar: The Way of Water made it to where it is. But
I
congrats,
guess I'm the only
Brendan.
person who voted for it.
Number 25 with a bullet. Number 24, a film that bombed so hard at Cannes it became legend. It's nearly incoherent, a fever dream with no Tylenol in sight, says a reviewer. Southland Tales. is
Hell
24.
yeah, dude.
Dude, I'm not even mad about the reviews because
A fever dream
I
with
just-
no
I feel that
Tylenol?
much-
Is that what the reviewer said?
Yeah, a fever dream with no Tylenol in sight.
Dude, it's so much more fun than that. That review
no,
sucks.
it is a fever dream, and there is no release, but that's the beauty of it. Like
It's
that
so
just makes me
fun-
feel
it's
so much more
funny, though.
superior.
Like, what are we talking
But
about?
that's what makes me feel so much more superior than anyone who would think that. Because yeah, no, in a fever dream, you're going to see some weird stuff, but you're just going to roll
Mayfield,
with it. You're going to go with it.
Do you have tidbits, like little blurbs for each one?
Yeah, of course I
Dude,
do.
the fucking detail. I love it, dude. I love it. Okay.
Number 23, science fiction meets apartheid allegory, a debut that came out of nowhere and slapped audiences awake. From 2009, District 9 is
Hell yes.
number 23.
Who put that on there?
I did for sure.
Ultimately, I mean, I think District 9 itself had definitely more than one. We had two lists that put it on there. That would be Barham and Evan both had District 9 on the list.
So
I
that
would
mean
not have
everything on
expected
Project.
Evan.
everything
actually, but
from this point forward has like multiple endorsement, or is it
No,
just
that's
highly
not
ranked?
necessarily true. There's a couple that we're about to get to that are only here because they were people's number one choice. So at least everyone's first or second choice made the list in some capacity. We are getting to a strain of them that are only there because they were the number one choice of someone. Starting with our number 22, which is a wonderful breakup comedy that gave us a Dracula musical with puppets and full frontal Jason Segel. My number one, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, is the number 22 pick of.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's get some
Alex,
that was your
is
comedy.
that
number
number
one?
one?
That's my number one.
Being
That
true
is
to himself.
just a
You know-
favorite movie. That when you're talking about a movie that you can just throw on, if it is on, I put it on. It's an annual watch at some point, typically around the summer. It is an easy like I got to do some laundry. Boom,
I find
Forgetting
no
Sarah
fault with that.
Marshall, and it makes me chuckle every
Blood.
every single
I have
time.
zero critique of that. I don't. It wasn't on my list, but I have zero critique actually. That
Oh, okay. So can I pose a question to the Apple family? Is anybody watched Shrinking with Jason Segel?
Yes, he's a talent. And
Fucking perfect, dude. The next season premieres on my birthday next year. I cannot wait for it.
it is so good.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Gab, sorry, real quick. Gab,
Yeah.
pluribus?
No, not yet.
Anybody? Pluribus?
I'm working through
I-
the lowdown right now.
I just joined the family.
I-
Give me a minute.
I think I got the Apple thing figured out. I just have not had time the last day and a half.
You guys just let me know.
Tomorrow.
Patrick, pluribus?
Tomorrow.
I have to get the person who has the password to re-enter the app after the last update on the TV.
Word. But you will be watching pluribus.
I have no idea. There's so
Please-
much.
No,
on
Noah's been
Apple that
touting
I
this for a
haven't
minute. I think
watched.
we
Please-
should
please-
watch
Please, can
it.
somebody in this group
Somebody watch it.
of
No,
Somebody-
tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll watch it. We just got the
You
Apple
guys
thing
are-
figured out last night.
you guys are
Hey,
killing?
hey, don't jump on it. I've asked this kid to watch Silo for the past like 3 years, and he still hasn't seen an episode.
Yeah, but it's Vince Gilligan.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, Breaking Bad being what I would consider like one of the three best series ever made.
I didn't mean to derail the whole show.
You know,
I
And
didn't
he-
mean to derail the
just
whole
saying.
show. We
And
don't
he's-
talk
He
about
gets
TV.
credit.
This is a movie podcast
and
right
he
now.
spent all his money, and he needs to do another show. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying whatever he does, I'm going to give it a damn good shot.
Okay.
No, if he did spend all his money,
It's
fine.
it's actually a perfect segue because number 21, Vince Gilligan had nothing to do with.
but I love that.
A smart satire hidden in a teen movie packaging. Kirsten Dunst's best early career performance, some would
Yes,
say.
1000%.
And it
Bring it on.
forever immortalized. Burr, it's cold in here.
No
There
way.
must be some
Yes,
Toros in
Toros
the
in
the
fucking
atmosphere.
atmosphere, dude.
Number 21,
yeah.
thanks to Patrick J. Blanchard, is
Yes.
Bring It On.
That's
Patrick.
perfect.
Salute,
That is
How?
perfect, dude.
Dude, this
Interesting.
list
Mm.
fucking rocks so far.
Dude, that
you
actually
gotta be the
makes
only person
yeah.
that put it on there.
This makes that so much more interesting. The list as a whole, it makes it so much more intriguing, and I've never seen it, but
Dude, you're
I have not seen it less than 100 times.
correct
I'll
that
watch it.
mistake.
I will watch that
immediately.
very soon.
One of the best,
Just
I think we
best,
call that
that.
infatuation.
Dude, I-
best comedies. One of the most like. Oh
I
my
watched it 2 months ago, dude. I love that fucking movie.
Case in point. And
It's on.
and
It's on Peacock right now.
Gavin and I are separated by about 2.5 years. He was like Dushku, and I was like Dunst. That's the story. That's the story of our lives.
Fair enough.
Dushku.
That's actually
Dunst.
says a lot, I think.
Yeah.
You know, if you didn't have a crush on Elijah Dushku at some point in your
Wait, okay, Elijah
teen
Dushku's
years.
in it?
Yes.
Yeah, I was,
Yeah. yes.
Yeah,
sir.
like-
Dude, okay, tomorrow,
You've seen it, man.
Burbus and Bring It On. That's my
Dude,
my
that's it.
lineup
You're
for
gonna have
tomorrow.
Baron,
The
you're
1-2
gonna have
punch.
Dude,
a
that and the new
great
guy.
day, dude. You're gonna have such a great.
Oh, dude, don't even get me
That
started with the
sounds
new
like
guy.
a great
Brendan.
day.
The
I'm
fuck, the
excited
new
about
guy. Yeah,
And plus
cap
you
it off
make
with the
it
new
attention
guy.
in
wear
the-
a bandana as a shirt.
All right.
Okay.
Famously, I want to remind everybody that podcasts do great when everyone talks at the same time. Number 20, a Dust Bowl Odyssey with a little touch of bluegrass.
Yes.
Oh, brother, where art thou? Is our number 20 for the list.
See, I feel it's a little low, but I mean,
Well, seeing as how only one person put it on their list,
was I the only one with that on my list?
yeah, you were the only one. That was you.
Shit, that was like my number 2.
No, it was your number 1.
Was it my number? Okay, it was between that. Yeah, no, it was. That was, God, that was the soundtrack for years. It was either that or Oceans that was my number 1. It was between those two, but
That was good.
there is no other movie that I would be ready to watch at any moment more so than Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Great
It's not
pick.
that it brings me to the highest highs or the lowest lows. It's that there is nothing that I would be ready to watch more often than that movie. Anytime.
Well, well done, Barum, because you put it at number 20. Number 19, let me ask you a question. Do you like swords? Do you like sandals? Do you like Hans Zimmer? I think we answered the age-old question of are you entertained or are you not entertained? Clearly we were. Number 19, Gladiator.
Yeah, whoever put that on their list, man, they know movies. They
Yeah, I
know
was gonna say that's I'm pretty sure that's gotta be up in my top 5 unless I don't know. It may not
If
have been. I
anybody
might have
put
to go
that
things
number
around,
1,
but
dude,
it should have been.
handsome guy, whoever put that number 1.
Brendan, did you get advance tickets like a lot of us did? A lot of us military brat kids did to go see it like on the base like a week before it came out.
No,
Do you remember? Do you remember that though,
I
right?
remember where I first saw that. I wouldn't be
Okay.
surprised, yeah, but because it was at the theater across from the bowling alley, yeah.
Yeah. It was like
Yeah.
here's some tickets. You can go see it a week before it comes out. And I was so stoked. And then for whatever reason, Dad didn't take us. And
Yeah.
like I was like, okay. And then I saw it
I
later
feel like
on.
that one though, its strength lies not in the premiere, but in just that it's the rewatchability.
Mm-hmm.
The beats feel so good and comforting every time.
Yeah, I mean, some would say you just watch that twice in a row instead of watching the sequel. So
I would not disagree with Alex. What did I miss the first time? Let's go back and redo it.
all right, number 18. A dream inside of a nightmare inside of a movie about a
Yes.
movie.
As long as it was top 20. Hell yeah.
A thesis on illusion, desire, and identity. And it's a film that you feel. You can't explain it. It's Mulholland Drive from 2001.
That's not where I thought you were going with that, but okay.
Brendan
I
thought it
don't
was
hate it.
Inception. Brendan thought it was Inception.
I'm over here like Leo. I'm like in Tom Hardy.
My God.
I
I'm
thought
just
you were.
Trade you
above my
those
brother.
two and give you
Right.
Naomi Watts.
I thought you were. I thought you were vibing because you're a Mulholland Drive head now.
I do like Mulholland Drive. It didn't make it didn't make my top 25. But
Yeah. So Brendan, just to fill you in while I talk about what was my number one on my personal list. Um, so we finished the bracket. You'll obviously see it at some point, but the number one was Almost Famous for quite a long time. Almost Famous, a movie that came out the exact same year as Mulholland Drive, was my favorite movie of all time. And then at some point that flipped, probably about, I don't know, about 10, maybe 12 years ago. And yeah, Mulholland Drive is just that movie I go back to multiple times a year. Love to get lost in it. Love to decide, like, this is how I'm watching it this time. Uh, I think it has truly a bit of everything, and that's part of what I love about Lynch. But like, it is, funny, horrifying, dramatic, over the top, uh, underbaked, satirical, not satirical, dreamlike, almost completely artificial. It's everything like I could possibly want in a movie, and yeah, it's my absolute favorite. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. Um, it is the movie that eventually I will erase. You know, I will erase Ocean's 11 as my most seen movie. Eventually, I will make Mulholland Drive the thing that overtakes that at some point.
I'll help you fight it as long as I can. But
Okay, okay. But yeah, I love it. Glad it's on here. Take it away, Mayfield.
All right, number 17. Since Scorpion Jackets and a Stoic Cool. All right. A neo noir with visuals that made minimalism sexy again. Some would say it's style over substance. I would say those people are stupid. It is Drive from 2011.
I would say to those people,
You're probably right.
how
It
about
probably
you
is a
shut
little
your mouth?
style over substance.
How about you
Alex,
shut your mouth or I'll knock your teeth down your throat? That's what I would say to those people.
did you
I
research
would
each
say
one
it's
of
not
these?
style over
Did you
substance. It's just it still
Style
doesn't
is
mean
the
it has that
substance.
much substance. But
did you
yeah,
count the points and then subsequently go back and look up the lines from the people that watched it?
I do my research. I take this very seriously at this unpaid volunteer gig.
Brendan, you do know that Alex hosted like the most seen podcast on this entire network, right?
There's a reason I'm
Is it-
letting him. I'm
I
almost
was
like
gonna say.
I should just not talk at all. I should just like I should fade to the background whenever it's a movie that I haven't, that wasn't on my personal list.
All right, number 16. A kind of a new one from the year 2024. It's visually monumental, some would say. Massive storytelling that is ambitious and
Oh.
executed flawlessly. And it also has your boy Timothy Chalamet in
I
it.
figured.
Dune Part 2.
yeah.
Part 2.
Yep.
Lisan Gaib. That's all I want to say, and I also want to say, Javier Bardem should have won Best Supporting Actor last year.
I honestly, Noah, I love Javier Bardem, but he's not my favorite part of it, and that may be part of the book comparison thing. But I will also say I fully deserve it. I fully think it deserves to be there. But I feel like it compared to District 9 has a little bit of unfair footing based on its history. But I still agree with the ranking of those two. Like I'm not disagreeing with that. But Javier Bardem, I think he was great. I wouldn't say that it's the part that steals the show at all.
Interesting. I read Dune, and it's a book.
It is. Have
You
you
know
read
that?
part 2 or 3?
I've not. I've not done that, but maybe someday.
2 holds up. 2 gets into what they're doing now a little bit. It's a little switched up in the movies. 3 I've heard is I think I've started 3. It gets weird, and just don't judge the 1 and 2 by what happens.
All right, fair enough. Number 15. I think this may shock a few people. in the best way possible. Deeply personal, emotionally unsettling. Captures millennial loneliness like few films can. It is a haunting, queer coming of age story told through the static of late night television. It is I Saw the TV Glow.
Hell yes, dude.
Fuck yes. I'm amazed that got so high, but it 100% deserves it.
Noah definitely helped float it to where it landed,
It's my number
but
3.
your submission also gave it a little bump.
I think I ranked it a little lower than I should have, but I started working on it, had other stuff to do, and just remembered at 1:30 in the morning that I needed to send you a list, so I sent you what I had.
Okay.
But I put it lower for recency bias. I'm thrilled that it made it as high as it did.
It was enough to push it over, but it didn't.
It was a
have
10
it.
out of 10 for me last year. I didn't have it on my list, but man, that's a movie.
I have no critique, and for originality, yeah, absolutely.
Patrick, I still want to hear from you whenever you check that one out, and we're all going to the World's Fair.
I will. I'm just old and fall asleep and stuff.
It's all good.
Same.
I would love to hear from you after you see those two. I'm very curious what you make of them.
Like I meant to watch movies last night, and then 8:45 happened.
It'll
Sleeping
creep
is
up on
hard,
you.
man.
It really will.
Such a drain.
Number 14. Dysfunction has never been this symmetrical. We have Gavin's favorite director of all time. An ensemble perfection where every actor is at their best. And defined an entire visual aesthetic for the 2000s. 2001, from the Wes Anderson, The Royal Tenenbaums.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Is this is me and maybe Evan?
I had it on there too.
Yeah, Barum,
and
Evan,
Barum.
and you.
I had it like
elevated this to where it
mid-list.
is.
The amount of
And see-
times I watched that in high school.
And see, that could have gone completely sideways because I'll be honest, I heavily debated Grand Budapest, but I did ultimately settle on Tenenbaums.
Which
I had
seems to
pick.
be where everyone else settled. Gavin
Yeah.
did not have it on his 25 list.
Well, Gav,
me, it was
what the
that
hell,
and,
man? You told me
Moonrise.
you were gonna. You told me it was gonna be in your top 3.
I said Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh,
Paul W.S. Anderson.
okay.
Never Wes Anderson.
Resident Evil Afterlife.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next movie makes it to the 13th spot because in one of the few times in the Ark of E history, Brendan and I agreed on something.
What?
I know.
Oh my.
His tastes are good. I like them.
Got to be Dynamite, whatever this is.
Immersive world building, unmatched in cinema, grounded humanity in a mythic setting.
That sounds like my type of movie.
It's the start of a journey that redefined fantasy filmmaking forever. It is Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Good on us. I was so afraid it was gonna be.
Listen,
I was so afraid it was
Listen.
gonna be Return of the King.
listen, you got.
It would never
be
Return of the King.
Look, there's only one return. And so
You got to thank somebody for
Absolutely,
putting this on their
Patrick.
back, for shouldering this weight.
No, there's 3 returns, and they're all in that movie. When we return to the ending over and over and over.
There's more than 3 of them. Number 12. Y'all, it's the reason this podcast exists. Let's call it what it is. All right. John Cusack's Sad Guy performance as a record store confession booth, high fidelity. It's number 12. And that's because
It's a movie about,
Vera?
it's a
No,
movie about
Evan?
lists.
It justified our behavior. Like it makes
It's a movie
it feel
about
okay
white
for us
guys
to do
making
this.
lists. It's a movie
That's
about
true.
white
We can
guys
feel like
making
our
lists.
opinions matter and people want to hear them.
I don't know if that's ever true, but you know, as a
I doubt
white
it
guy,
is.
I'm in this
But
place where I can say it anyways.
Yeah, and as a white guy who's never been given any privileges or stage to stand on in my entire life, it's nice to have a movie that makes me feel like what I do and what I am is okay. I feel seen. Representation matters, guys.
I mean, what it
Without
comes down to
taxation.
is we all hope we all hope that we're Lloyd Dobler, but deep down, we're all Rob Gordon.
We're,
Oh.
yes.
Well, and that's the fun part watching back this is because I went back even recently and was like, all right, did I love this because I loved it when I was 18? And I think there's definitely an aspect of that. But then also, he's not the good guy throughout the movie, nor is he like positioned or like supposed to be.
No, I mean, I
And
think it
so,
gets
like,
better when you understand that. Like, I didn't
think it still
understand that
ages
younger.
very well.
But
I do think
it,
18-year-old me was trying to be him, and that's why 18-year-old me sucked, right? Like,
oh yeah, but it gets better. Like when you understand that, it becomes a better movie.
I agree. I
That's
think it's great.
also why you should always rewatch movies you love, people. Like, double check. Make sure.
Make sure.
Make sure.
Validate our
they
life
didn't-
choices, people.
Yeah.
Do what we do.
Number 11, which I would have said probably wasn't going to make this list. And lo and behold, at some point, someone said this list could not happen without Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
in
dude.
this,
Fair,
in
that's
this
fair.
Southern Gothic gem that reminded us that he could act and can act. From Jeff Nichols in 2012, Mud.
Hell yeah.
The only tragedy will be if he's not on this list twice.
I was gonna say I was worried about the thing that Brendan is hoping for. I don't know if that's still possible.
It's not going to
or
happen because
not.
there's no way anybody else voted it top 10, which means that there's going to be a tragedy at the end of this list.
I didn't put How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days on my list, Brendan. It's fine. It's not happening. I didn't put it on there.
I'm glad
Or The
Jeff
Ghost of
Nichols-
Girlfriend's
It's,
Past, or
it didn't
any of
slip
those
on
rom
there.
It's
coms.
an easy one to put on with the misses, dude. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I just
Yeah.
want to say I'm glad Jeff Nichols is represented on the list. One of my favorite, I would say, like discoveries of this period. Somebody who is unique to this period of filmmaking. Like, we love him. Love him around these parts. Hope he.
Love him around these
I
parts.
I would love
He
to
made
see
my
a new
list
one.
twice.
Would love
You
to see a
think?
new one.
He made my list twice.
Number 10. Redefine digital cinematography.
Yes.
The vibes have been described as tense, romantic, and humid. Neon realism, digital grain, and a moody, rain-soaked crime epic that's misunderstood in its time. From Michael Mann in 2006, Miami Vice has broken the top 10.
We did it, boys.
Yes.
We did it.
Absolutely not.
We did it, Joe.
Not my president. I don't agree. I don't agree with this voting. Maybe we just need a
I haven't even
dictator to
seen it.
decide the best movies because obviously that's wrong, and we
Alex,
need someone
you
who's
haven't seen
strong
it?
and has opinions
I
to
haven't
do
seen
so.
it. Maybe one day.
Alex, you need
I forgot I'd seen
to-
it because it's that bad.
when you get off this podcast, you need to go ahead and just put it on. Do yourself a flavor, dude.
I'm going to bed after this podcast.
Yeah,
It's only 10:30, dude.
That's
speaking-
What do you have, a
correct. This is
job?
past my bedtime.
It's all to host this free non-paying volunteer game. We
Let him
appreciate that.
let him finish. Let
Happy to
him finish.
be here. Number
No,
9.
you just took a 10-minute rant on Mulholland Drive, dude.
Everybody gets to speak about their number one, bro. 10 minutes. It wasn't 10 minutes.
I think you spent longer talking about Lord of the Rings.
I think it was pretty brief. We did not talk
Yeah.
about Lord of the Rings at all.
I think Brendan's
Right past that.
Brendan's amalgamating all the times you've talked about Mulholland Drive into
Yeah,
one, and it's like
that's
an hour
probably
and a
what
half.
it is.
I'm
It's
trying to
probably
support
just
your point.
sounds like, the
The
length
same
of the
stuff.
movie in his head. Yeah.
Reverberating.
All right, number 9. Poker, parkour, and Daniel Craig. Casino Royale.
Dude,
Not
I love
mad
it.
at it.
fuck.
Not mad
Yeah,
at
can
it.
I say fuck on this podcast?
I just
I hope I
hope
can say fuck on this podcast because it's fuck yes.
that it's not the only Daniel Craig thing, but it would be my second Daniel Craig pick,
It is.
and I love that it's on there.
We got
It's
Craig
the,
and McConaughey on watch. Let's see what happens.
Craig keeps getting better with age.
Neither
McConaughey, I
are
think, needs to step it up.
back up. I want to know who else put it in their top 10 besides me.
No one else put it in their top 10, but it was on Evan's list. So
Oh.
you and Evan definitely
Little
pushed it to
combo,
where it
little
is.
combo
Doggy.
there.
3 people had this next one on their list. No score,
Almost famous.
all tension. And introducing the world to Javier Bardem. No Country for Old Men is our number 8 pick.
I'm glad it made it because I didn't even have it on my. Or did I? Wait, no, I did a double tap.
No.
That's
You
right.
did. Gavin,
Yeah.
Noah, and Evan.
I
Can't be
forgot because
mad.
I did do 2 Coens in honor of one for Joel, one for Ethan.
Didn't have it on mine, but like I cannot be mad at that at all.
So that's their second time on the list so far. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Oh, Brother and No Country.
So I take it a serious man is definitely. There's no way it sneaks into the top 10 at this point.
Got to tell you,
Doubtful.
I think it's a long shot for a serious man.
All right. Such is the fate of Michael Stuhlbarg in that movie.
Bog. Number 7. Cool, classy, and clever, and a remake that outshined the original. It made heists fun again. And it's Noah's Boy, Steven, from 2001.
Stevie Sodes, dude, my guy.
Ocean's 11.
Absolutely deserves that. Probably the movie I've seen the most in my life.
Is the movie I've seen like officially, like without a doubt. I got to run the numbers to see how many times I got to.
I'll say, yeah, you
I
actually
tried
count.
to
If I had to guess, I would say that's it. And based on the last time we watched it together, I think we're in sync on that.
Perfect movie. Move along.
Number 6. Horror, satire, and a social thriller rolled into one cultural lightning strike. From 2017 in Jordan Peele, Get Out.
Hell yeah.
Dope, dude.
Very nice.
Dope.
Uniqueness, creativity, broke a mold.
Was that kind of across the board? Did everybody have that?
4 people
somewhere?
had that on their list.
Gotcha.
But no one really had
Kinda-
it like in their
Kind
top
of like
5.
midsection for
Yep.
a lot of people because
But
yeah, I
4
think I
people had
at
it on
like
the list.
15-ish. Yeah.
Number 6.
Oh yeah.
No.
Number 5. 3 hours of cocaine, corruption, and
Oh
capitalism.
yes, dude. I knew. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it deserves it.
Very strong showing. Okay.
The critique of this movie is that too often it is misread as celebrating what it condemns. From 2013, and director Marty Scorsese, friend of the podcast,
Yes,
The
we know him
Wolf of
personally.
Wall Street. Is
I
number
just think
5.
it's insane to say cocaine as the only drug being listed in that description.
Well,
But
by all means, do the monologue. Do the monologue to screen. The whole opening. The orange juice. Do the whole thing. Do it right now. I'm just kidding.
me,
Wolf of
no,
Wall
I have
Street.
not. I have not seen it enough to remember that. But
Not I famously.
I was in my head just listing every drug done, and I was like, honestly, cocaine is one of the least
This-
represented.
This will please Patrick. I didn't have any Marty on my list. I love him.
Neither
Adore
did
him.
I.
My thing is I couldn't decide. I was like, I can't pick one, so I'm gonna pick none because I like
Patrick,
literally
do
I
you
had
not
too
like
many
Martin
conflicts.
Scorsese?
I
He does not like him post Goodfellas, correct?
I do not like him post Goodfellas.
Heard.
Well, then,
Insane,
Patrick, you're going to
insane
hate our
take,
number
right,
4.
Brendan? Insane take to have to
Why?
be like
Why?
everything post Goodfellas. I'm good.
Yeah,
Or
I'm out.
never
I'm
mind.
tapping.
No.
Yeah.
Number 4. Cops, Crooks, and Chaos. With an ending that is as subtle as a brick. You don't know what the meaning is when the rat runs across the windowsill, do you?
Oh, a Marty back-to-back twofer?
It's
Really?
The Departed.
That's the 4 slot?
That's the 4 slot.
Dude.
I mean,
Wall
I am
Street
so
and The
curious what
Departed?
number 1
Oh
is
my
now,
god.
Alex, and I have a strong feeling as to what number 1 is.
I don't think that ended up on my list, but it was in like the next 5 for sure.
That was me, Brendan, and Evan.
Yeah.
And it was Evan's number 1, which is what really.
Evans
Look,
number 1.
It
really
makes you
boosted
feel like you're not going to be satisfied, and then it turns around and it gives you a little satisfaction right
You
at the
know,
end. Like it really
interesting.
does.
Interesting enough, Noah made a call. I don't know. We'll just say a month ago when we decided that we were going to do this ranked choice order versus like the bracket. And The Departed in that bracket was the only one that had resounding yes across the board from 7 people. And he's like, you're going to be shocked when it's not number 1 when the ranked choice order comes out, and it's going to fall down some of y'all's lists. And sure enough, here we are.
Here we are. Now we're in the top 3. The top 3. And I'm happy with our number 3 pick, I'll say it. It's the film that reinvented the zombie for the digital age. We all had it high in our horror 25 for 25, and it just makes sense that it's sitting here. Brendan hates it because he's got a stupid take about this franchise, but it is 28 days later, Brendan. Days.
Cillian Murphy,
Weeks, right?
my boy. Look, Cillian Murphy, he has the eyes of a savage. I have known 3 people in my actual life that have those like super pale blue eyes that are piercing you like that, and they were all insane, very different ways. One of them is in jail. One of them is wanted dead by an organization that could do it.
Well,
Cillian Murphy is crazy.
protagonist.
He is amazing. He has something different within him, and I love it.
That final act is one of the most wild things, I think.
And it takes
Absolutely.
it's some classic tropes, but it makes them work in the modern time.
I think that notable that in the sea of horror films from this time period, that is like the one crossover that we all kind of had on our minds, like across a lot of lists. Pretty substantial that we went with a zombie flick overall.
Yeah.
But sometimes you go to a classic medium and you make a masterpiece. Just because it's a classic medium that's been done a lot.
So down with the strong showing. No, I could not be happier. I'm just
Did
saying. I
anybody,
think that's very notable that the one horror movie that made it this high up. That
Did anybody else
this
see
is
Get Out
one.
weeks
wasn't that far
later?
And I'm
back,
like, yeah.
Nobody watched 28 Weeks Later, huh?
People
We
have seen
did.
it, they just forgot.
Hey, no, Brennan, I love it, but I think that I can't put it above. It's not that I don't love it any less. It's just I think out of the trilogy, Days is the first among equals.
You know, the
I mean, it's got
husband killing his
Fulani in
wife
it, right?
in weeks. That was pretty brutal. I don't know if anybody else watched that?
Oh, it's brutal, and the writing was great. But it's Days is first among equals.
Well, I'll tell you, Brendan, our number 2 movie is not 28 Weeks Later. It
shocker.
It as much as Barham may hate it, you can't get through the last 25 years without honoring our boy Heath Ledger
Oh yeah.
and talking and solidifying that the arkofe thinks that The Dark Knight is the number 2 movie of the last 25 years.
You know, I kind of like
I'm gonna
wasn't
mute
paying
myself for a
attention,
second.
and it did seem kind of inevitable. But I'm like, I assume this was on like at least
Patrick,
4
Gavin,
lists.
Brendan, Evan all
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah,
I had
I
it
mean,
number 1.
inevitable.
You basically just rattled off all the people that are reliable and stable in their choices.
It's a wild thing to say after your 28 weeks.
Literally
I just-
moments ago. Literally moments ago.
The proof is in
we-
the virtual
Can we delete
digital
that
pudding.
from the podcast?
I'll think about it. I'll consider it. Let's see how this number 1 works out.
Oh,
Y'all are all
I-
fools, and this
Can
list
we-
has lost any validity.
Before we get to our number
Validity.
1,
Validity. You got it. You got it,
Validity?
bud.
No,
You figured
validity.
it out. No,
Legacy.
you got
Noah,
it. You had
Noah,
it.
Noah,
Hey.
Noah, please keep all
My
that
words
in.
don't matter.
Oh,
Please
all
keep
this
all
I'm
that in.
saying. What are you
Good.
talking about?
I just love the validity. I don't know in the background.
What I say doesn't matter. It just matters that I'm right, and you're all wrong. No.
regardless of whether or not you have Dark Knight fatigue or if Dude Bros have like
No,
its
what
fan
matters is
base
that
have like
democracy
kind of
is
worn
a
on you
flawed
over the
system,
years. Because
and
like
this
that's
voting, I think, is
Barum,
bad.
Barum. Seriously, the overtalk, like I can't hear either of you.
I'm saying, regardless of how you feel, or the fatigue, or the fact that it's Nolan fanboys have maybe made it like weaken itself a little bit to you over the years, there is no denying that that movie was stuck in the cultural zeitgeist for at least a decade.
Absolutely, absolutely. I just for that high of a ranking, it just feels
It's a
like there
collective
are.
favorite. It's a
Oh, I
rewatchable.
know,
It's a
but
favorites list,
God,
man. Like a lot of people had it on their list and had it relatively high. So that's how it got up here. I get it.
I
But
know.
I
It's just I'm
will take this
upset.
time to say, Brendan, your take on Kevin Conroy is wild. That people don't know who he is. I listened to the episode, and I'm putting on the record that you're in timeout. You're I don't think you're wrong that the general fan base is like picking Christian Bale over Kevin Conroy as their Batman, but to say that people don't know who he is.
Did you listen to the whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a
Almost.
little amazed. I'm not the one getting put in timeout, but
Listen,
it feels right. People know who Kevin Conroy
my
is.
take still stands. I believe that the average person our age does not know who Kevin Conroy is. Has no idea. Their Batman is going to be Christian Bale, and at a
But they
minimum,
may
Michael Keaton. At a minimum,
they
Michael
may not
Keaton.
know from the name, but if you say Batman
They
the
won't.
animated series, they will
Kevin
immediately be like,
Conroy.
"Oh yeah."
Man,
That's
Like
not a
people will
household. Now we go
recognize
to
what
our
he
parents.
did.
he's totally the Batman on the CW, man.
I'm letting you know. And if
Your
if people
claim
watch the
last week,
cartoon,
though,
if
was
people watch the
that people
cartoon, they're gonna be
don't
like,
know
"Oh,
who
that's
he
Kevin
is.
Conroy's voice." They're just gonna be like, "That's Batman." I
They
don't
may
know.
not know the name, but they know his work.
It's
Like they know
that's
his
just
work
Batman.
as much as
And
anything.
not many people have seen the 2D run around with the bright yellow gray suit.
My only conflict on that is people know him not be. I'll throw away the animated series. I'll piss that away. There are millions of people who play video games,
Yeah,
and
dude.
he is the voice in Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight, all
Well,
of that.
now that take now, Patrick, that's a different take. Yeah, you may be correct in that because
It
there
wa-
is a ton.
Has
It
he
it
done the
was
most
it was
actual?
pointed out by myself in
Oh,
the
was it?
previous episode. I did say,
Yeah, you
he's
did.
done it for animation and all the video games and blah blah blah.
Was I amidst my rant as to
Yes.
people
I
not
think you
knowing who he
were. I
was?
think you were a
Yes.
little blind
Has he
to
actually done the most hours of Batman performance?
Nobody knows
Easily.
this guy's name.
Easily.
dude.
Yeah, like Mark Hamill is the Joker, which again, animated series and video games.
Yeah. For all intents
That's
and purposes, he is Batman. If you want to, if that's the measurement is who's played him the longest and for the most times and the most projects, it's Kevin Conroy. That is Batman.
yeah. Which like Heath Ledger, amazing
Sorry,
performance.
we have
best
to
part
get
about
to
that
the
movie,
number
but
one.
We're
We
so
got
close. We're so close.
completely derailed. Our favorite, according to ranked choice, what's it gonna be?
That's great. But before we get there, I'm going to tell you the honorable mentions because that's how
Okay.
countdowns work.
I love you, man. I love you.
All right. These are all movies that at least were on two people's lists, but just were so low or, didn't carry the weight. But these are all movies that were at least on two people's list. Honorable mentions: Whiplash from 2014, Civil War, Alex Garland, 2024,
right?
Shaun of the Dead, Edgar Wright, makes sense.
Excellent.
Catherine Bigelow's The Hurt Locker.
Mm.
Oh, look, we named a woman on this podcast. Wild.
We're so diverse.
We got one.
Clerks 2, Kevin Smith.
Almost on our, almost.
Nope from Jordan Peele. Sorry, Patrick. Ryan Johnson's Knives Out. This is a wonderful chance to shout out Ryan Johnson, whose movies did not make the list, but Knives Out is here. Brick was on it, very low down because
That's what I was hoping was going to be another of his to get mentioned, but I'm glad it made it on there.
That's still my
Alright.
pick. My pick is Brick.
Shout out to the Blanchard brothers. Bellflower catches a mention, and The Handmaiden, Park Chan-wook.
Yeah,
All
hell
honorable
yeah.
mentions.
Just me and Mayfield on that one. Boys,
go,
if you have not
baby.
seen The Handmaiden, please watch The Handmaiden. The Handmaiden is brilliant. It's so good.
Too good.
Brendan, you're down with subtitles now, dude. Please watch The Handmaiden. Just do it.
Yeah. I am down for subtitles.
Barham, the director of Old Boy. Please watch
I
The
read good.
Handmaiden. It's on Amazon Prime. You can watch it whenever
Nothing
you want.
against it.
No, just
Just a matter of doing it.
whenever you want. It's on Amazon Prime. It's very easy to watch. The Handmaiden. Park Chan-wook.
Is it Park Chan-wook?
It is. Continue.
okay.
Continue. Alex.
2016, The Handmaiden. You should watch it.
Is that the last one?
Wait, should I watch it?
That is the lost honorable mention. Number 1. It's a perfect blend of nostalgia and coming of age.
Yep.
It's a love letter to youth music
That's how you
and
know
messy
it's real.
self-discovery,
Yep.
and somehow still the warmest film about loneliness ever made. It is almost famous.
Yeah, boy.
It did it twice.
It is a
Twice.
golden god.
That's how you know it's real.
It
Seriously.
is a
dude.
golden god. 100%.
Oh, did Almost Famous win the bracket? Did I miss that?
Almost Famous won the bracket, and it won the ranked choice.
It's got to be, right?
No matter which way you slice and dice it, Almost Famous is our favorite movie as a website.
That's why I messaged you
The-
and Alex on the side. I was
the
like, dude, it's gotta
older-
be this.
Pretty comfortable.
The older
with
I
that.
get, I connect to more different parts of the movie. And none of them have ever left me saying, like, or feeling like what I connected to earlier was invalid. It just makes me look back with painful nostalgia at that point in my life. It's perfect.
It's again, I think on the previous episode I referred to it as a comfort movie. That's all again, something I return to constantly over and over again. Fuses basically everything that I love all into one movie. It's about the 70s. It's set in the 70s primarily. It's about music and it's a movie with a great soundtrack. So
And it's about dissecting
and it's a
media.
coming of age story.
and-
It's about a journalist. It's about somebody who writes about art, who appreciates it from the outside, who then gets to hang out with the people who make it, and all of the trials and tribulations of what comes with that. And it's just, yeah,
And
it's
guys,
one of
what
those I
is-
latched onto early, and it has just never. I always feel the need to say it with this movie. One of the things I love the most about Almost Famous is I don't think it's perfect. I
No.
don't think it's like this perfect diamond cut, brilliant thing that's like geniusly executed on every level. But the way that movie makes me feel is
No,
pretty much unlike anything else, around.
what
that
is
I
the
can
only
think of.
true currency in this bankrupt world?
What you share with someone else when you're truly uncool? Yeah.
God damn right it is.
Some would say it's the poor man's that thing you do, but
Some would be wrong, but I guess this is America, and you're
Man, it's a
entitled
good
to
thing I
think
had my
that.
Tom
cardiologist
Hanks. Tom
appointment
Hanks is
earlier today.
furious. No representation on this list. Tom Hanks
Yep.
is furious right
I
now.
could have sworn
No, he's
Zemeckis'
not.
Polar Express was
He's
going to
fine.
reach the top 25, but here we are.
If I had any
Hanks
holiday
is
movies
fine.
to say about it.
Yeah, is that what we're
He's
doing
happy
next,
in his
Dylan? Are you
life.
gonna make us do holiday movies next month?
I just thought it was interesting. Like, just not that we have to get into any of this, but I just thought it was interesting. A supreme lack of like the big gun movie stars of kind of this era. I think that's interesting. No
I
Cruises.
think that kind of
No
speaks
Cruise,
to
no
like.
Hanks. I just think that's interesting.
I think that
I think
speaks
that's
to like
I
the
think
lowest
that's a
common
successful
denominator
list
thing,
in
though.
some
Well,
ways.
would you
that
really
we-
put them closer into that stardom of like,
That's more 80s, 90s, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because like DiCaprio
It's-
shows up here for sure.
DiCaprio's on here a lot for sure. Yeah.
It's just interesting that
Just twice,
most
I
of you
guess.
were
Just twice.
most of you are what 10, 11 years old when that movie comes out. Almost Famous in 2000.
Yeah.
When are you watching?
Yeah, no, I didn't discover it new.
Right, but when are you watching it? Like, how old are
High
you?
school.
Well, that's the thing. I
14,
think we were
exactly.
we,
15. Yeah.
we
Exactly.
discovered
Oh,
it in like
absolutely.
Evan Tuig's attic room.
But
Yeah,
it's a
sitting
age
up
of,
movie.
like,
there in the
16.
guest room, like,
But
or
that's
in
what
the
I'm saying,
the
too, is
TV
it-
room.
And
It's
yeah,
a-
you guys all discover it, and you feel good about the fact that like you see yourself up there. We were joking the last time we talked about like what did Brendan talk about? Brendan talked about like Dee Dee or whatever, and how it was like awkward high school. And it's an Evan championed it, but it's like that movie allows you guys to see whether you all watch it like together. In my mind, y'all all sat down and watch it at somebody's house together.
Yeah.
But it lets you see whatever little piece you want to see of yourself in whatever character it does. And like by the time that I got to it, I was just like, oh, the Say Anything guy made another movie into. Okay, I'll watch it. So like, it wasn't on my list for anything. So this truly is like the democratic process of like, if enough people like
But
it,
I think
it'll be
I
up there.
think
I don't think it's
with
bad. I wouldn't. I just it's not something I would have thought as like the best. But again, I didn't. I don't think I caught it until like 10 years, 12 years down the road from when it was made. Because
Oh,
it
but
dude,
just
I think
wasn't.
that's what with the favorites
yeah,
part.
Yeah,
yeah. I was
Because
pretty sure I was
also
in my 20s the first time I saw it.
yeah. So it's just, it's again. I've always looked at like what's how you see and when you see has a lot to do with how you feel. We all know
oh
that, which
yeah.
is why The Dark Knight was my number one and it was number two, was because like that was fun.
Maybe that's because Noah went and saw that without me when Noah had agreed to go with me, and I think that was the longest fight we ever had as friends.
That
Was
could
that
be.
you told me you were going to wait for me to go see that, and then you went without me. Maybe I'm just holding on to that.
I don't remember that at all,
I
brother.
didn't talk to you for like 2 weeks. I was pissed. I'm sure I was doing other shit at the time, but I was
Sounds-
pissed off.
No, it's just unaware. You're just angry at the world.
I'm just
Just
fucking
furious. I'm
fuming,
like-
like for no
I'm like,
reason at all.
No, it's just fumbling through DVDs at Sycamore. You hate him. He has no idea.
Yeah, I'm picturing that shot in the movie where it's like one of them is just furious and the other's a montage of Noah just like, I haven't seen this yet, picking it
Oh,
off the
you want
shelf.
to go to Chicken Shack?
Yeah,
I
do
only remember it because I think that was the longest that I've gone without talking to you in probably the entire time we've known each other, which would be what, like 18 years at this point?
something like that.
And that's pretty bold because I do remember the time we all went to Warp Tour and you didn't go, Barum, and Noah called you on the phone. It's like, Barum, do you know where you're not at, Barum? You're not at Warp Tour, Barum. And I was like, wow, you do that to your friends? That's terrible. But obviously it doesn't matter.
What Warp Tour would that have been?
We were going something up in Charlotte.
Charlotte?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, probably because I was just like, yeah, I don't feel like getting heat stroke and paying $8 for a bottle of water or 12 for a Gatorade.
Yeah.
And I could just buy a ticket to a show if I want to see somebody.
We can get to a closing point. Do you have any closing thoughts, Mayfield? Do you
I
have
was
like
gonna
a
say,
wrap up?
is there anything that you feel like you're surprised you didn't hear? And I can tell you where it's currently sitting on the ranking list. If there's one, I don't want to do that for all the other like 100 movies that we didn't name, but were there any glaring omissions that you're curious as to where they landed?
I'm just curious because I know I had it ranked fairly high, so I'm just kind of curious how the math works on this. Where did Burning make the top 100?
Burning was higher than you would think it would be, I think. Hold on, let me find it. 55.
That's a good looking list, man. That's really the only one I wanted to know about. I'm not going to waste anybody else's time. If anybody else wants to ask about a personal favorite. And again, I already asked you earlier, but Uncle Boon Me is nowhere to be seen.
I think 132.
Oh, you have it out that far?
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
I mean, there were 133 entries.
Okay, so it's right there at the bottom,
Okay.
or tied for the bottom.
133
that way.
movies. It is tied for last. Correct.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess if you really want to get into it, it's probably like tied for 129. But yeah, 133 separate movies were listed.
I just wanted it to get again. We weren't able to get The Handmaiden on. I was like, we do watch movies that aren't in English. We do experience world cinema.
How can there be? How can it end in a 3 when it was 25?
Because if people doubled up on
Oh, okay.
movies,
Okay.
so like
Fair,
The Dark
fair.
Knight had 4 entries, so that's still only one movie on the list.
I have a Bachelor of Arts.
Not sciences. We need the sciences part.
Hey, I have a master's in science, and I didn't even know why it would end in a 3, so it's fine.
So yeah.
Although I do want to know how low down 24-hour party people ended.
Not as low because I think you had it relatively.
Patrick, I want to see your list now, dude. Now that it's all over, because
He sent it to us.
I sent it to both of you.
Oh, you sent it in the
Publish
group
it, dude. Put it on the site. Publish them.
I specifically, I wasn't looking at any.
Ah.
Did you send it to
78,
me
Patrick.
individually, or did
Okay.
you send it on
I texted it to both you and Alex.
individually
No, together.
In like a
in a
no,
group
when you
chat?
text
I mean,
multiple
when you add
people,
two
it puts
people
it
to
in
one
like a
text?
group message.
yeah, I know. I'm trying to see where that is. I have Barum and Alex.
It's probably lower than
There's
that.
Alex and Patrick.
That's where it would be.
I think I just. Yeah, no, I intentionally didn't look at this because I wanted to be
Okay.
surprised for the episode. But now I have it here. Cool. Never mind.
It's a fun list. We love the way back.
Yes.
Nice. 24
Got a
Hour
lot-
Party people fucking rules, dude.
A lot
Or
of
at least
heart.
Steve Coogan.
Evan will be
Good
happy to know
shit.
that Sicario's at 57.
All right. That's what you should publish. Actually, publish that entire list you have with the numbers
Well,
and where they're
we're-
at.
We're okay, funny you should mention it, Gav. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Well,
That
top
was
100.
That was kind of the whole point of just the top 100. But yeah, that was kind of the whole
Just
point
the
of this
top 100.
this endeavor. You know,
Which is a bummer because Raw's going to miss out because Brendan made his list prior to this. I bet you that would have been top 25 if Brendan would have rated it at a
it
certain
honestly
point.
probably would have jumped up there. Yeah.
Yeah, based on just age difference, I was not expecting. I was happy that I heard two of my picks on the top 25.
Which were
Bring It On and The Dark Knight.
There
Yeah.
you go.
That's right. Hell yeah.
Bring It On is my number one.
Well, again, Patrick, I'm
Josie
like,
and the Pussycats was 27 if it makes you feel better.
Oh
that's
God, yes.
dude, and that dude, that's such a dude, Josie and the Pussycats rules too.
Yeah.
I love that. Winter's Bone, love to see that this high. Evan actually nominated that movie.
Oh, cool.
So was it not on his final list?
It wasn't on his final list.
Weird. Okay.
He was doing that betting thing with Kashi or whatever it's called, and he was like, "This isn't going to win. I got to take it off the list."
But yeah, Winter's Bone definitely would have been on there then because you had it at 6, and Ev probably would have had it somewhere in the top 15. I'm imagining, but who knows?
Well, in the way that it worked, the way
but
that
he
I
did
did the
nominate
math
that one.
is if it was on at least two people's list, it also got a boost by adding its letterbox score and its IMDb score. So up to 15 points, which was the way that I rewarded it being on two people's list. Those bonus points did not come in if it was only on one. So
Word.
but that's how it played. But I do think that a modern holiday version will be fun to do at some point before the holiday season.
So that was just if everybody's on board, that's the one thing Mayfield had suggested basically prior to getting into any year-end stuff, which I guess will take up the majority of December. But favorite holiday movies, top 25 of the last 25. Holidays broadly being any holiday, but we kind of were like, maybe we want to lean it towards like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, anything set around the three, fall, winter holidays.
But I have a favorite Easter movie. What about that?
I mean,
Is it Hop?
it's your,
Don't
it's
tell
your,
me it's not Hop.
it's your, it's your 25.
I have no favorite Easter movie.
It's your 25, so you can get creative with it, but we had thought about centering it around obviously the three big holidays upcoming, and we have that for like releasing around Thanksgiving. And again, you can get creative with it. It's not like it has to be a Christmas movie or it has to be Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, although I'm sure that might make an appearance. I'm just
totally
saying,
will make an appearance.
like, but yeah, get creative, have fun with it. The movie just has to, you can pitch it as like why it is a holiday movie.
If it makes the
You
list,
can
it makes the list.
Yeah, and it's your own personal favorite list, as it was with
I'm
this.
gonna go
But
see if there's
we're
Northern
just
Lights.
specifically theming it for holiday movies.
Northern Lights.
So yeah, go for that, and be thinking about that in the background. But I is that next week? Is that what you guys are thinking? You guys want to do?
That'd be a pretty quick turnaround, but it's possible.
Yeah, no. Maybe we
what's
give,
everybody-
we give the
well,
man some breath.
I've
'cause
got
he's
exams
been
coming
crunching a
up in
lot
the
of
next couple
numbers.
weeks.
Yeah.
What's everybody got the
So-
week of Thanksgiving? People going to be able to people going anywhere traveling, or people going to be
Cup,
like relatively?
Which, if any of y'all want to come to the Colonial Cup, y'all are welcome.
Barum, I do believe I got my time off approved, so I'll
Oh
be
hell
back
yeah!
with you.
I
We'll get
don't
you a
think
ticket.
the Thanksgiving won't work for me that
I
week.
meant like, oh yeah,
But
okay.
like yeah, first week of December or something like that, I think is something we can possibly
Yeah. If we want to do
finagle.
another listicle, we'll
Well, I'm
we'll
saying like
figure out
have it
something else
ready,
in the
like
meantime.
have you the list before Thanksgiving. So I'm saying,
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I
okay.
Yeah, should we just do like a ranked choice and then discuss them instead of doing the whole? Like the book was fun, but it took a long time,
That's the yes, Barum. That's what we
and
determined
also we
throughout the
came to the right conclusion.
Barum. Yeah, we really did prove
Yeah.
our own point, but yeah, Barum. That's the conclusion that we have come to going forward. Is like if we do the rank void, if we do lists in the future, this is how we're going to do it.
Oh,
Everybody
sorry,
doesn't
did
know
I miss
lists
all that
behind
when
the
my phone
scenes.
died?
I know we've just, talked about that broadly on the podcast and in the text and everything, just like going forward. Like, yeah, we're definitely not doing the bracket ever again. That was so convoluted. Like, we're not doing that again. It's all any list in the future will
I
be
wouldn't say
done
ever. It was
numbers
fun,
crunch
but
wise, but given how much effort and awesome research Mr. Mayfield puts into the list, I think that's something that like we try and do maybe once a month going into next year and themed throughout the
I could
year.
totally do that.
And then another thing that I've kicked around that doesn't necessarily have to involve everybody, but anybody who's interested would be some sort of monthly movie club where we rotate who gets to pick and suggest the movie. And it may be something that the group has or hasn't seen. It could be old, it could be new. We theme it maybe around like, hey, you can pick whatever, but it has to be, we're focusing on this for this chunk of the year or whatever. Something fun like that. But if you guys would be down,
That sounds fun.
that's a little more casual where it's like, hey, we announce it on this, we announce it on this episode. Hey, we're starting it. Everybody go watch this movie. And then at the end of that episode, the next person gets to pick. But where there's gaps of time in between where people can choose to, I'm saying us specifically, and hopefully any listeners that might actually be listening to this, um, can watch it in the interim. And then, yeah, but we do that like once a month, kind of paced out along with the list and, whatever else strikes our fancy. But that's just some stuff we had discussed behind the scenes
I like
that
it.
we're thinking about. So, audience, maybe let us know at thearkofe@gmail.com whether you'd be interested in that. I want to say thank you once again to Mr. Sunshine Mayfield for all of his effort, and all
Thank
of you
you, sir.
gentlemen for putting in your list and putting those together, and everybody for toughing out this bracket that has stretched out for really really long time. We finally put it to bed tonight, and again, I'm very curious what Evan has to say. Evan, what's up? We hope you enjoyed the episode, and we look forward to your feedback next time we see you. We don't know what we're doing next week, but until next time, uh, for myself, Mr. Patrick J. Blanchard, Mr. Baron Williams, Sunshine Mayfield, and of course, my brother.
Gavin Blanchard. I was just going to have you just speak for everybody. That's fine.
Sorry, I mean,
It's okay.
it
I
is,
come into these things late. I got a
but
kid I'm
it's
putting down, but you can speak for us
hey,
all. It's fine.
Wait. Putting
yeah,
down or putting down? Or putting down?
Gavin,
Putting
it's
to
still
bed?
Gavin. It's still our podcast, and we are still the Blanchard
Blanchard
brothers.
Brothers.
You've been listening to what
What we
we've been watching
for the last
25
years. No one's seen that movie for years. Oh.
That movie's a ghost.
That movie was almost famous.
Dude, it did it twice. I'm blown away. I mean,
It makes
You're blown
sense.
away. I'm blown away.
The wild part is Evan had the most nominations that actually made the top 25
that's
because there was
exactly
always
what I was gonna
like
ask.
one person who agreed with him. So 14 of his 25 movies
it's-
made the
Alright.
top 25 because there was always just like, oh, Alex agreed with him over here, or Noah agreed with him over here, or Gavin. And so just like his list is arguably the list that ended up being on here.
Influenced it the
Interesting.
most. Yeah. So he should be very happy. So basically,
He-
what you're saying is, Evan, any complaints you have, stuff them in a sack, buddy. Because we don't have time for them. Okay. I'm probably keeping this part. I don't know if I am or not. I don't know what I'm doing at the front of the episode either. We may just cut it to where when Barham enters. Because I honestly don't even know what we were talking about. We're talking about like Materialist and a couple other things from this year. It's this year movie talk for a minute.
We'll save that for the top
Yeah.
25 of
Maybe I'll just drop all
2025.
that and I'll just drop straight in when Barham joins and we kind of started talking about stuff. And
If you
dude,
want
that
to hear
is
the rest
cra-
of it,
I
that
am the
is
quorum
crazy how
maker.
Brendan jumped in like right before we started with the list, and then Gavin hopped in right when we needed him for Southland Tales.
I'm mostly
That's great.
mad that Avatar: The Way of Water beat out Mandy by a tiebreaker for the 25 spot.
God damn it.
Mandy's number 26.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
Dude, this list rocks, man. I can't wait to look at the 100. It's gonna be like the Sight and Sound poll, but like
Oh, yeah.
way better, so much.
Hey y'all, I gotta
so much
go.
fun
There's
shit.
Northern Lights happening outside. Y'all should all go outside and see if you can see them. But love
I'm
y'all.
gonna,
Oh,
That's a
I'm
good
gonna
idea.
try that too.
It's a good idea.
If you're in a place with not a ton of light pollution, it's actually really easy to capture it with an iPhone. But it's pretty cool.
good luck.
For
I'll
the
wake my
South.
dogs up if I open the door, so I'm gonna have to just trust y'all.
Yeah,
Peek out the window.
fair enough. But
Mayfield, seriously, thank you for doing
Thank
this
you,
again,
Alex.
bud.
Really
This
good.
was
thank you,
awesome.
dude. This was a ton of fun.
I
Y'all have a
enjoy it.
lovely evening.
Yeah, everybody else as well. Love you guys. We'll reconvene in group chat on whatever the heck we're doing next week. Until next time, guys. Bye bye. It's also like everybody, because of the way it was sold, was just expecting
Rom-com.
love triangle.
Yeah.
She's got to choose between the two guys, and it's so not that movie at all.
Just her story, and they
Yeah.
happen to be characters in it. I really vibed with it, and to the fact I think that like that's gonna be one that's gonna grow on me if I choose to go back to it. It was a pretty easy like. I do think the discourse is funny in terms of like. You picked the rich
broke,
guy. I mean,
broke
who's gonna
boy
pick that?
propaganda. A lot of that. Shit.
But I also chuckled because I was like, Sarah goes, "Who's she gonna pick?" I was like, "I hope she doesn't pick the guy that works for private equity."
Dude,
I was like,
okay.
it's not a stretch to believe that he's incapable of love or empathy.
I think I've talked to you a good bit about how like I like Pedro. I think he's a good actor. I have liked him in many things. I still don't think I've seen the thing from him that's made me go like that performance. You know what I mean? Materialist isn't quite there, but the scene in the kitchen where he reveals himself,
Yeah.
I think is like the best acting I've ever seen him do.
I really like how all the performances are pretty like leveled and measured and kind of dry in delivery. I think it works for Dakota because she's got this reputation of being a cold, like shrewd individual, and
She's
I
in-
find her to be very dry in her sense of humor, and so I think like this level, but the way that Pedro and Chris Evans, like this is the first time I think I've said Chris Evans being in like a, all right, can he do more
A
than
thing,
just,
a thing you like in a long
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
which I like him as Captain America, and like I liked
as
him in
do
Knives
I.
Out, and like I
like him in Snowpiercer, eating
Yeah,
his
and-
babies. Yeah.
but like to do something that's at least a little bit left of his typical center in terms of just a little off kilter for him, I'm like, I kind of want to see what you can do that's not Gray Man, which I didn't even watch to begin with. But Patrick, we're talking Materialist. I just finished it like 30 minutes ago, and I really enjoyed it, though the world, or at least Americans, did not seem to.
I have not watched it yet.
Did you see Past Lives?
I have not.
Gotcha.
I-
Highly recommend Past Lives.
Past Lives, I
a
think, is
new
the must
a new
watch out of the
classic.
two.
Okay.
But that's her second feature is Materialist, which we both enjoyed. Also, Alex, I don't know if it's streaming yet, but Splitsville, also with Dakota Johnson. Um, dude, I thought she crushed it in two different movies this year, and I think she
I
gets a
don't
bad rap.
dislike
I didn't
Dakota
watch Madam
Johnson.
Web, but dude, that
Madam Web was
the
tough, but I don't know if it was necessarily her fault.
the
I
two
don't
this year and A Bigger Splash.
I don't like or dislike Dakota Johnson.
I think
I-
that's a fair,
that's the thing is I
a
think
fair current stance on
there's
Dakota
there's
Johnson.
this like you have to have an opinion one way or the other on her. Either you have to think she's dog shit or you get it, you're in on it. And I'm kind of where you were a while ago, Patrick, where I was just like, dude, people like love or hate her, and I just like I'm kind of like she's fine, well,
Yeah.
like whatever. But no, there's been now I can point to those three performances: A Bigger Splash, Splitsville, and Materialist, where I'm like, no, like I definitely will seek out if she's in that mode and doing like just like interesting adult drama, not Madam Web. I'm there for it.
I think the turn was the "Please Don't Destroy SNL" skit with her on there. I think like showed a level of like self-awareness
Talking
that
shit to
I
Ellen DeGeneres' face also very much
that
helped.
also was funny. I do think the fact that she's willing to sit in like a skit and for someone to be like, "Oh, I loved you in A Bigger Splash. Is that what you hope it would make at the box office?" And for her to be like willing to participate in that, I think shows a level of self. Um, and like she's one of the few like nepo babies that's like, yeah, of course it helped me. Like what like
Like no shit.
then you're it's I just like again I think I appreciate it. It's because some people just
Dude,
really
they
die on
really
that,
wanted
like,
to go full circle. They got to cast her in this Miami Vice reboot.
yeah, I mean, I could see her in like a who's our Rebecca Hall role from The Town or
It would have to be that because I don't want them to fuck with Trudy or who are the two ladies in the crew on Miami Vice? Patrick,
I'm a
the
horrible
expert
child of
of the show.
I'm a
Yeah.
horrible child of the 80s.
You didn't watch it?
I did not
Oh
watch it.
man. Even
And
my
also,
dad,
it-
my dad who
well,
doesn't
also-
watch anything. My dad, Patrick, Christopher Blanchard, he watched Miami Vice.
Well, here's the thing. There's this thing. You're at a certain age. You're only allowed to watch what your parents watch.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't necessarily see Miami Vice being Joe's like go-to cup of tea when there is other options.
Yeah. So I didn't watch it because unfortunately at 10 I was not allowed to make those decisions.
Fair enough. There is a channel on Roku TV if you happen to have Roku or Samsung or any of those like, hey, we got a bunch of channels. There is a legit like action channel that shows a block of Miami Vice every day, and you should
See,
check it
the-
out sometime. It's a good time. It's a good time.
The
Good
thing
show.
that got me recently about Miami Vice wasn't even really about Miami Vice. It's about Dawson's Creek.
Okay.
Pacey is now older than Don Johnson was. Not when Don Johnson was on Miami Vice,
Okay.
but when he was on,
Nash Bridges?
yes,
What the fuck?
Pacey is older than Don Johnson was when Don Johnson started Nash Bridges.
Joshua Jackson.
That's insane, man. Yeah, most recently seen this year in Cobra Kai Legends. Anybody see, or excuse me, Karate Kid Legends.
Karate Kid, which is like if
I
somebody
want to call it Cobra Kai.
Because isn't
nobody
that what it is, right?
No, it is
kept
this
it-
weird, like, hey, we accidentally made an extremely successful TV show, but hey, we also did this Jackie Chan movie, like,
And we gotta try to
several years
link the
ago,
two.
and somehow we have to fuse this together and make the continuity work.
Yeah.
And they shoved it all together. It's a 3 out of 5 star movie. I enjoyed it. I'm a diehard. Like, of course, I watched it on a plane, though, notably. I did not go to theaters for that one.
I
Great
haven't
plane
seen it
movie,
yet,
though.
and
Great
nobody
plane
told,
movie.
nobody
it's so
told me Joshua
tough.
Jackson was in it.
You know what? Maybe they should have highlighted that he's in it a little more because
If it
he's
hi-
basically
I'd
the
have seen it
third
in the
lead.
theater if I'd have known Pacey was in it.
He's good. He's good in it too.
The clips
Um,
that I've seen, I was like, yeah.
It's not bad. It's nowhere near as bad as you might fear that it could be. My only real thing with it is it's the whole movie is kind of on fast forward. Like it's nice that it's a tight 90, but it also is like you guys like this wasn't bad. You could take your time and luxuriate a little bit and like but I don't know. I guess it's designed for people with shorter attention spans than me. We're just kind of shooting the shit until we get a fourth.
Yeah.
Um, this is I mean I don't even know if I'm gonna intro. This might be random banter to put at the end of the show. So maybe I'll wait till four people get here and I'll do a proper intro.
Okay.
So we have the list. Evan's not gonna be here. Brendan is running behind. Barham said he was playing Mahjong, which I
Yeah,
assume.
that was the last one I saw.
Good
Yeah.
for him. Is
Um,
that why you asked if he was?
no, that was a Southland Tales reference for that only
Oh, I
Southland
wouldn't
Tales
know.
people get.
I'm
Oh,
glad
no.
you put in the stipulation that we are getting
His
to a point
name
where
is
like
Officer Roland Taverner, my best friend. He is a pimp, and pimps do not commit suicide.
fair enough.
I was just asking Barham
Yeah.
if he's a pimp because I need to know how he voted, but he hasn't told me yet.
Well, so like I appreciate you putting in the stipulation that we are getting to a point that if you haven't seen a movie, you're still allowed to vote on a favorite out of the two if you've seen at least one of the two. Because at a certain point, Southland Tales can't just get pushed all the way
Yeah,
to
it
the
can't.
front because only two people have seen it and they
That's
both
why.
are voting for it every
That's
time.
that's why I put the barrier at the Elite Eight. Again, this wasn't like, we don't have any hard and fast rules around here, but it was kind of like, hey, guys, you had the bracket for for a whole month. Like, if you want to clear up any blind spots so you can vote,
You've got
vote.
time.
And nobody did. Like, everybody still has the same blind spots.
No,
That's fine.
Brendan did. Good for him.
He did watch he watched more movies than anybody else I haven't seen these, but I want to be able to actually vote, which I think was, 3 or 4
Admirable.
movies. It's a good job.
Proud of him.
Yeah, and I mean, I watched the one movie that I hadn't seen, which was The Little Prince, Barham's nomination.
It's lovely.
Um,
The book is lovelier.
but yeah, I'm curious actually while we're just shooting the shit. Did you have any? What were your blind spots on the bracket, Mayfield?
Mine?
Yeah.
Let's see, let me
Was
pull up
there
the
any other
entire
ones
list.
other than Southland that you had legit not seen?
Well, Uncle Boon Me, I haven't seen. That
Oh
was one of
no,
your
I
votes.
was just saying the bracket specifically, but
I gotta relook at the bracket.
while we're at it, yeah. Where did Uncle Boon Me, who can recall his past lives, net out on our on our 25 list?
Currently, it did not make the top 100.
That is sad to see.
I would say
That-
anything that was ranked 25 on someone's list, if someone else didn't rate it somewhere else,
It's
it
one
was,
of those I could have legitimately flipped the entire list because it's like I don't know, is this the best movie ever made? Maybe. Yeah. It's one of those. It's a one of one. There's nothing like it. If you've never seen it, I highly encourage everybody to
I
go see it.
still
That
y'all
was the
talked
newest
so much.
newest addition to my list. I just saw it like earlier this year, but I was like, has to be on there. Has to be.
I would say Mulholland Drive. I still haven't watched. Miami Vice. I still haven't watched. Trying to think of what else was in the running. I still haven't watched Southland Tales. Did you go away? Are you talking?
I'm here.
Oh, I thought you. I didn't. You were moving your mouth. I was confused. Sorry. Yeah. So those are a few. I'm trying to think of what else that was somewhat in the list that I never.
Patrick, are there any like I'm curious, as the outside observer who came to it late, were there any ones you were just straight up like, what the hell is this doing on here?
Let me rescan.
No, but Patrick, unfortunately, Sky High didn't take it. I liked your list more than I liked others, Patrick.
Oh, thank you.
Person with taste.
We are, Patrick. Alex was gracious enough to, You are doing the top 100 basically.
I will need to take a little more time. I've essentially crafted out the top 50 at this point.
Weird.
But yes, it won't be difficult. The further down the list you get, the more ties there are, and so then
Right.
it's like, okay, now I've got to take the time to figure out how to rank these five that all showed up. It's on the someone's level of, you know, everyone's 16th pick
Yeah.
that no one else voted for, and then I've got to just go through, and I'm just doing that based off of the highest letterbox score. Like,
That seems fair, especially since I believe that's where this top 100 will live ultimately.
mhm.
But yeah, Patrick, we're gonna end up having a top 100. Uh, we're just doing the 25 tonight, obviously, and then we're gonna vote to finish the bracket if, in fact, we can get one more person on here.
What's wild is the movies that like both you and I put at like 24 or 23, and so there were two votes for it. And even with the bonus points you get for having two votes, it's still going to be in like 80th place,
Mm,
which is like Handmaiden.
yeah,
Um,
because we just put it too low. Again,
yeah,
I mean, but again, that's the list.
that's
How the
the
cookie
list.
crumbles if you're
If
if you're
we
doing
wanted
the
it
right
higher, we should have
choice.
put it higher on our list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got two that I was like, what the hell is this doing on this? Like,
Shout them out.
one is The Little Prince.
Okay, have you seen The Little Prince?
I've seen The Little Prince. I've read The Little Prince both in English and in French. I no, just a no.
And we are discussing the Jeff Bridges, the new animated one.
Oh, I have not seen a new animated one.
Like
I have seen the one from the
2021.
70s or 80s.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
no,
No, this is a new
Right.
adaptation where it's
2021.
like The Little Prince is a story being read within the story
Sorry. Okay.
of this girl and her kooky neighbor. Um, yeah, Jeff Bridges is the voice of essentially
Okay.
the
That might change
narrator.
it, but I doubt it.
Maybe if you
Gotcha.
hate The Little Prince, I don't know if this is
Yeah,
going to change it for you.
yeah.
Like
It was
I
a
despi-
passionate pick from Barham, specifically.
and then my other one is Nope.
Didn't care for it, or don't think it's 25 worthy compared
I
to.
both. Like I didn't care for it because I felt it was a whole bunch of flash no sizzle.
Okay.
It just wasn't there for me. Like I was just like I like the visuals. I'm like, this is great. Some of the acting I'm okay with. And it's just too long and went on and I'm
I'm
like,
curious about what acting you're not okay with in that movie.
who was over the top? Like it was intentionally over the top, but it felt out of like Stephen Young felt out of place with the acting around him.
Oh,
And I don't know if that's intentional or not. And because I don't know if it's intentional, it makes me not like it.
See, I am of the school of whatever Stephen Yeun is doing is perfection. He's literally one of my favorite working actors, like maybe top 5.
Oh,
So
I enjoy him. I like him. I just
yeah,
felt like because of what he was doing, it didn't mesh for me with what everybody else was doing. And when usually something like that happens when I'm watching it, I feel like it's a miscommunication between the director and the actor.
I mean, see, I took him to be very other than that, in that he's the child star. He's got the weird backstory. He's pursuing this thing in a very particular way that it's like you didn't learn the lesson, essentially.
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, I thought, he totally works for me in that. I thought you were about to be like, I didn't like the quiet brilliance of Daniel Kaluuya in that one, and I was like, I love that performance so
No,
much. He like
that's
barely
my favorite
speaks.
performance in that. Uh,
And Kiki Palmer is just,
just great.
she's
fantastic.
great, but goes from great to shrill
I
for
just
me in that one.
I
hard
didn't have that
disagree.
experience.
Hard disagree, but to each his own.
I will say that like even I saw that movie once in theaters, and
Me
the
too.
thing that still sticks with me is the sound design in the scene where everyone gets stuck in Blue Jacket. Um, and you hear like the bones start to crunch and the screams start to happen after they're all stuck in there, and you're seeing the camera like go up what is essentially being stuck in a DZ inflatable room. Like, um, And for I just man, it just like it churned me, and I still think about it. Ugh.
It also has only grown in my estimation with each rewatch. It's definitely one of those where I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's my favorite of his, and I think his most well made, if you will. Um, I think I think audiences in general, I'm not saying you, but I think audiences in general have been a little frustrated by us and Nope not being the most obvious, like one to one, this is what it's about. Like
Mhm.
message, uh, broadcast sort of thing. And I think that's why I'm like so intrigued with like where he continues to go because I like that it is a little more Lynchian, for lack of a better term, and a little less Spielberg, a little less Shyamalan, a little less here's the twist, uh, ta-da sort of shit.
Mhm.
I think he definitely does a ta-da in that movie, but I think it's one of those. I think the movie's about spectacle, and so the fact that he actually provides a lot of spectacle, but particularly a thing where I was like, I've never seen that. You could say, like, and you can say that's a good or a bad thing, but that climax, I was just like, I can't, like, I can't put a one to one. And again, every time I talked about this on one of the earlier pods. I don't know if you were on this one. Um, it's Jaws, dude. It's the closest thing we have to Jaws. It's just flipped. And every time I rewatch it that way, I'm like, I fucking love this movie. It's the best like sci-fi adventure summary movie that's about movies and so many other it's like it's you can map a bunch of different shit onto it if you want to, but it's also just pure cinema and entertainment. Like I don't know. I loved it. I
Well, and to
absolutely
your
loved it.
point, I think like Jaws
It's
feels less like
not,
a
by the
horror
way,
movie
not my
sometimes, right?
nomination and not on my list. Uh,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I do love that movie. I think
But
that's
like
coming from Evan and Gavin, maybe?
I don't know. But like Jaws, uh, is one of those weird ones where like people argue if it's a horror movie or not. And again, I'm always in the camp of pretty much anything's a horror movie. Um, but I think that's where people lost it because they're expecting Jordan Peele, master of horror, and you get kind of this genre bendy action adventure kind of heist like move. It's not a heist, but it like you go like there's that tension that's there, and
There's
It's
tension, and
it's all
like
about getting the
the
shot. I get
I
flashbacks
it.
love right
definitely
like
fall into
yeah,
the horror category,
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
but they don't jibe with what's going on in the present. So there's that this is decidedly horror. This is me experimenting with sci-fi tension, horror, spectacle, and like I said, that's not my problem with it. Like I got what that was going for,
Yeah.
and I just like it was just not for me.
I feel you. I feel
That
you.
the blood rain over the house, put that shit in the Louvre, man.
Pretty
Like
cool. I do love that.
that's cool. Yeah,
Um,
there's definitely some things on
any
the
other
list.
big objections? Alex, any big objections about the bracket or
Yeah,
like
one major fucking objection is that Walk Hard didn't make it further. I don't understand. That is a perfect parody movie. That
perfect comedy?
I
I'm
just
right there
it's
with
just
you.
one of those things like
Gavin and I upvoted it throughout the process.
I just the fact that I'll say it every time. The fact that I walk into a movie like Bohemian Rhapsody and I go, "Oh, they're doing the Walk Hard." Like
Yeah.
they had the template of what you shouldn't do and they do the
And
Walk
they did
Hard.
it anyways. Yeah.
And then Elvis is the same way. Where like literally, there's lines where like Elvis is like, "My music killed my mother," and I was like, "You've got to be shitting me!" They're doing the Walk Hard, and it's one of those. It's just like I don't know how they keep trying to make musical biopics, but none of them are succeeding in a meaningful way. And I think that that's because this movie kind of killed the genre, and I that's amazing to me. Um, I don't. There's almost nothing you can put on screen that you can't point to Walk Hard in that genre and be like,
Yeah.
they made fun of you 15 years ago and you're still putting this out.
Again, I think if we're doing a comedy list from this era, it's easily top five. Um, at the big, at least top eight. Sorry. Might be some other ones ahead of it, but I think it is inarguably one of the top 10 comedies of the last 25 years.
I would
But I
also
don't
say
know
that
if I don't know if I may, we only have a little bit of comedy on here. I think like Superbad made it past the first round, but like Anchorman didn't make the bracket.
yeah.
Some other, yeah,
And I think
some
there's
other big
also
ones.
glaring gaps in romance and musicals and other genres. There's a lot of dude movies on this list, and so because of that,
It does kind of read
there's
like
like
a
gaps.
college dorm room
And so like
from this
Once
era
is a
for sure.
movie that I'm like, Once was a cultural phenomenon. It won the Oscar for best song. It's a beautiful romance movie that is devastating. It's also an incredible musical. It's simple, grounded. They put that thing together for nothing, and it's perfect. And it is a glaring omission that everyone except for like me and you is like that we're like, I've never heard of it, or I didn't see it, or I don't like musicals, and you're like, get out of here. I don't know what to tell you.
Yep. I mean, at the time, I remember everybody like our entire friend group was a pretty big fan of that one, but not as much love down the road. A movie I've not rewatched in a bit, but I mean, I listen to the Swell season semi regularly. Every once in a while, they work them into the rotation.
Dude, they go
Still
on tour
cross my
here
mind.
regularly, so
Yeah,
I love the Swell season.
they're
mhm.
back. They're back on. They're
They
back
just
like
made a loop.
together together. Like I think
Okay.
a new. Isn't there a new record? I know they're touring again, but yeah, I think there might be a new record.
Sounds
Like
like
they,
he's gotten his shit together a little bit.
like they
Yeah.
have
Because even that was an issue, I think,
like that's
even post movie.
the the best cover of the Pixies gigantic ever
Mm.
Yeah.
because it's so not the Pixies.
The the doc that they did that was all shot in black and white. That's like several years removed. I cannot remember the title of it for the life of me. It might just be called The Swell Season, but um, it's kind of them touring post once and the breakdown of the relationship and them touring and making music together and all of that simultaneously. That is one of the best music docs I've seen in a long time, and I kind of just remembered it. I feel like I watched that tail end of college, so probably like 2013-ish. Um, yeah.
But
I'll
they
I
put
note
out an
that.
album in July, so I need to listen to that before I make my year-end list.
Yes.
Like what did I found that I came home from work on a Saturday when I was working at the rec center,
Mhm.
and the last station I had it on was PBS, and they were on Austin City Limits, and I was like, oh, and then I immediately went onto iTunes and bought some as I'm watching it on, and then I'm like, and it took me a while. It's like I know that guy, and I didn't.
So did you
And
discover them independently prior to the movie or after,
I
or
didn't
did you
know
know
that
there
there
was a
was. I
movie?
didn't know that this was a movie.
Or
I discovered them straight up on a Austin City Limits performance, and then
nice.
realized that he was the young kid in the Commitments.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Great. That was, oh dude, I haven't watched The Commitments in forever. That was a 14, 15-year-old going to Sycamore Video movie for sure. Definitely remember renting that. That's a
Uh,
fun time.
I rented it a bunch of times in high school.
Yeah, a little bit of Almost Famous DNA in there, a little bit, or
So much
Commitments DNA
godsend.
in Almost Famous, if you will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'll have to check that out now. Like that was a reason I like musicals specifically.
Oh, so you had not heard about Once Until Tonight?
Till tonight, yeah.
Oh,
Oh wow.
won the Academy Award for Best Original Song.
Hmm.
And it is literally just like Hansard is a street performer, and what does she do? She works in
She's
a
like
vacuum shop. Is that right?
he works in a vacuum shop,
He works in the vacuum
but is
shop.
a
It's
street
been a minute.
performer.
He's a
She
Okay.
busker.
I
Yes.
think she is maybe like a home custodian type deal.
That's right. Yeah, she
And so
cleans
she went to
houses.
go get like her vacuum fixed. And then he's playing music, and she's like, oh, and so it's really just like two strangers meet and realize they both play music, decide to put together like this really indie album. There's like kind of this romantic draw, and then
I mean, don't
there's
spoil it
not.
for him. Let him watch it.
You just have to
But It's
Okay.
yeah, no, it's
It's
fantastic.
just a
I
beautiful little
definitely,
movie.
the more we talk about it, I'm like, fuck, that should have been on the list.
I damn right, Noah. Damn right.
Yeah, great movie. Again, a movie from 2007. That's why it gets a little bit forgotten sometimes. It's because that's a long list, like
Walk
of
Hard.
the great
That was
movies of that
just a
year.
wild year. When was I don't think we've had a year since then that you look back and you're like, oh shit, that was '07. Oh shit, that was '07.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's some good movie years, but no, nothing that I think comes close to that because again, 2007 was the first time we were going like this is the best since '99.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is inarguably the best year prior.
I I will disagree, youngin.
The best year timeline wise, are we saying there's a better
Prior.
year beyond '99 before
No,
we get to 2007?
oh, no, well, yes, 1982.
Oh no, no, no. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Like chronologically speaking,
Okay. Okay, I see. I
99
see what you're saying.
would
Gotcha.
be the next like monumental one. And you're saying 82?
Now I gotta look at
The
82.
Thing, Blade Runner,
The Thing, Blade Runner,
Hit Me,
E.T.,
E.T.,
Poltergeist,
Those are
King of
just the summer movies.
King of
Beverly Hills,
Comedy,
Beverly Hills Cop, one or two? Is that in there?
Tron, Fanny Alexander, Pink Floyd, The Wall, Dark Crystal, Tootsie, Annie, uh, Wrath of Khan,
Nah, dude.
Conan the Barbarian, Last
Dude.
Unicorn,
Yep. Okay.
Fitzcarraldo,
I'm with you. 82 is a good year. 80 on
Airplane
the,
2.
and then prior to that, I would say 80 on the dot. Pretty good year because there's a lot of 70s hangover.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the
Mm.
year of Raging Bull. Uh, is that still in your good Scorsese window? To
That
clarify, you like Raging Bull? Raging
that is
Bull,
in
okay?
my
Bull?
I will watch Raging Bull Scorsese.
Gotcha. Um,
80 on the
you
dot, The
should
Shining,
definitely you
Altered
should definitely
States.
check out the documentary on Apple because they take everything post Goodfellas and basically condense it to an hour. The doc is 5 hours long. You would love it. They basically treat the last 25 of his years of his career like it doesn't matter. It was very strange. They're like, and then he met Leonardo DiCaprio and
And then it all
blah blah blah
changed.
blah blah. That's it. And
Okay.
then the doc ends. Yep. A little underwhelming, to be honest.